rebuild. Um, this time we're doing the Indiana Pacers. Uh, they recently just traded their main star away in Paul George. I already did my whole staff as I usually do off camera. Um, so yeah, we're gonna be building this team. Miles Turner is going to be our main centerpiece on this team. Very, very young, good player. Uh, we're probably gonna trade pretty much everybody else. I think the two people we might keep besides him are going to be this Ike Aningbogu and maybe TJ Leaf. But we might see what we can get for both of those players even. But yeah, we're going to see what we can do here. We're going to start by trying to trade Victor Oladipo, see what we can get for him. He's making a lot of money for a player that's not that great. But we'll see what we can do. Nothing stand out so far. I'm thinking we should maybe go for JJ Redick, but I also kind of like Jay Crowder. That deal's a nice deal. So I'm keep looking, but I think those are the two deals we're deciding between. Yeah, we're gonna go for. Some people may say do this one, but I think I got Chris Middleton in my last one, so I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna get Jay Crowder and J.R. Smith, and I'm gonna trade Darren Collison now. Making a lot of money for a player that's not that great also. So we have a small forward and we have a center so far. So point guard, power forward, or shooting guard would be nice. Might do this trade for Patrick Beverly. I like Patrick Beverly. He's a nice player. Could get Nick Batum and maybe flip him for something better. Uh, Tony Parker's not a bad person because he's got a bit more value. So I can end up trading him also. So it's going to be between Nick Batum, Patrick Beverly, or uh, Tony Parker. Tony Parker, I feel like, is going to have less trade value than Nick Batum just because of his age. And Patrick Beverly. Yeah, I'm going to get Nick Batum. I'm going to see if he actually goes up for being a shooting guard. He doesn't. And neither does Jay Crowder. So we're actually going to trade Batum. I'm going to try to package him with Bogdanovich and see if we can get a nice player for them both. Okay, so nothing stand out. I'm going to try to trade Nick Batum just by himself. Let's see. Whiteside and Howard, they're just players with better value that are players we could maybe get. I kind of like Tobias Harris, but both of those. Actually, Galloway's contract's not terrible. Tobias Harris is a little much, but I also like this Drew. No, I do not like that Drew Holiday deal. I think I'm gonna go with Whiteside because I also get rid of this Thaddeus Young contract, and then I'm gonna trade Whiteside and see what I can get for him. I also pick up Wayne Ellington, who's not terrible. But yeah, let's see what we can get for Whiteside. Maybe like a nice power forward or point guard. Tristan Thompson, no. I can get George Hill. I can get Brook Lopez. Harrison Barnes is actually a player I might trade for. Yeah, I'm gonna get Harrison Barnes. Change it up a bit. Also get JJ Barea. I do give him a first round pick, but that's not terrible. Not this year, so it's not a pick we're going to be using in this thing because it's only a 2-year rebuild. Thing about Miles Turner is he's still on his rookie contract, so he's not making much money. So, yeah. But this is the issue. Harrison Barnes and Jay Crowder both play the same position. So, unless I can make one of them a different position, I mean, I could always trade one of them. I'd be willing to trade. Let me see. Alright, well, Harrison Barnes got a better mid-range shot, but he's got a worse three-pointer, and he's a worse perimeter defender. He's got a better IQ and potential, so I'm actually going to trade Harrison Barnes over Jay Crowder. Some people might not agree with that, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I might do this one for Nerlens Noel and Wesley Matthews and move, what's his name? Miles Turner to the power forward position. I gotta stop trying to trade for small forwards. So yeah, I'm gonna do that trade. Nerlens Noel and Wesley Matthews. So now we can move Miles Turner to the power forward. He'll go up a rating. Let me see. Nerlens Noel goes up 2. But they're the same height. Miles Turner's got a better mid-range shot, though. So I'll move him to the power forward. Okay. So we got Turner, Crowder, Noel, Matthews. We're going to get rid of Bogdanovich. We're going to see if we can get a point guard for him. Patrick Beverly, yeah. We're going to do this trade and get Patrick Beverly. Don't need to look at the rest of those trades. So this is the starting lineup right here. So let's see what we're looking at. We got 2 backup point guards. We got JJ Barea on a 2-year deal. Not making too much money. And Corey Joseph. We got J.R. Smith, who we're going to get rid of. Small forwards, we got Glenn Robinson III. He's still a young player, so we're probably going to keep him around. He's got a B- potential. I mean, good offensive stats, but defensive stats could use some work. Wesley Johnson, he could stick around. Like, none of these players are making too much money that it's going to really affect our team. Except for Al Jefferson, but he does have a team deal, so we could always just let him go after this season. He's got some good defense. So, I mean, we'll just keep all the rest of the players besides J.R. Smith. He's the only player that's got to really go. And this is a good deal right here. We'll take Nastausis. Just because he's not making too much money. He's a young player. So, yeah, this is going to be the lineup, I think. I do not want that one. Okay. So, Beret, your minutes are going to go down. Jefferson. Corey Joseph, your minutes are actually going to go way down. We're going to bring on a power forward for this. We'll bring TJ Leaf up to there. TJ Leaf is actually going to be getting the least minutes out of everyone. Yeah, you'll get 16. Actually, you can have 7. You could have 16. You can get the 12. You can get the 10. Okay. So Miles Turner is definitely going to be the player that we want to have the most minutes for. Beverly can get up to 30. Matthew can get up to 30. Okay. You can get the 30 mark, and you'll get up to that 30 mark. So yeah, this is the first year team. Actually, We're gonna try to see if we can sign Chris Bosh. We have too many players on the roster. So we're going to just go by rating, and whoever the lowest rated is, we're just going to get rid of, which is going to be this Ike. But I kind of like this guy, so I'm actually going to, and because we're going to be bringing in another power forward. Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna get rid of Wesley Johnson. So we're probably going to end up just trading Chris Bosh and seeing, like, what we can do with that. I'm going to sign Chris Bosh. Have computer adjust that stuff. And we're going to just trade him and see what we can get. Actually, I'm going to trade him and Nerlens Noel and see if I can bring in a better center. Thon Maker and Greg Monroe is not a terrible trade. Al Horford is not a center to me. Or we could bring in a nice power forward too. Either way. I might do Dario Saric and Redick. Maybe that one. Yeah, I'm going to get Dario Saric and JJ Redick. Okay. So Redick's going to be coming off the bench as our sixth man. Because I'd rather start Wesley Matthews over JJ Redick, although some of you may not agree with that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to change these back up now. Okay, Redick, you're not starting. Wesley Matthews is, and Jefferson is not going to be starting at center. I got to switch Miles Turner back to the center. Although he does go down a rating, I'd rather him starting at center than having Dario Saric coming off the bench. Okay, so Redick and Matthews are switching. So Redick, you can get 21 minutes. Beret is going to go down to 17. You'll go down to 14. You can get down to like a 12. And actually, you're not going to get down to a 12. You're going down to 0. And so is Ellington, actually. Glenn Robinson and TJ Leaf are going to be the two players we're going to be giving the minutes to. And now we're going to get you back up to 30. You up to 30. You to 30. You to 30. We're going to give you... You're going to get like 37. Sarge can get like 32. Wesley Matthews, 32. We'll give Jay Crowder a good amount of minutes. Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, everybody else is fine. Ellington should probably be up here rather than down there. And I'd rather give Sabonis minutes over Stauskas. Never mind, not Sarge. Alright. So yeah, we're just going to simulate and see how we do this season. I don't expect us to do amazing. I expect us to at least make the playoffs this year. But yeah, we're just going to disable these because they're never actually a good trade. Oh, I just dropped my controller. Yeah, we are actually doing very shit. I'm gonna probably make a trade if this is how we're gonna play. And I'm not really sure why we're playing so poorly. We have a nice team, but I guess not good enough. We're starting to pick it up a little. Alright, if we lose the next game against the Raptors, then I'm gonna trade someone probably. Alright, yeah. We're gonna look to make a trade then. I'm gonna try to move Redick and Matthews, see if we can pull in somebody better at that shooting guard spot. This is all we're getting. Okay. Let's see what we can get for just Redick. See what we can get for Matthews instead, maybe. Nothing really. We're not getting any offers that are really good. Yeah, not really sure why this team's not doing amazing, but I'm gonna just play out the season. I think I'm just gonna let it go. And I mean, doesn't matter how good we do really this season. The main focus is to win the next season, really. So, with the Indiana Pacers, they lost Paul George in real life, but I mean, the trade wasn't terrible. They did bring back Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis, two young, promising players that could actually help your team into doing some great things. Like if they could keep that team like at least Turner and Oladipo. Like if those two players could develop together and they could bring in like one extra piece, even nothing like major. They don't even have to bring in something like crazy. Like a nice point guard would be good. They could probably pull off like some playoff spots. Not this season. I don't see them doing anything. Next season, probably not. I'd say probably in 3 seasons, I can see the Indiana Pacers like really coming out of nowhere and like coming back into the playoff scene that they've been into for the last couple of years. The loss of Paul George is a big hit on their side because he's just a phenomenal player. Like he's just someone that can hit some big shots for you and do some crazy things. Like he's just a player that can do a lot of things. He's a very versatile player. Good defender, good scorer, good all-around player. But yeah, like with trading him, the pieces they got back, they weren't the best they could have got for him. They could have definitely got something better, in my opinion. Like Paul George is an all-star player, and they brought back 2 not even star caliber players. Like they brought back Victor Oladipo, who I'd say is a starting caliber player, and Sabonis, who's just a role player, honestly, on any team. He's not going to start on any team in the league, in my opinion. He's just not developed enough, I guess. He's still young, very young player. Has time to make that develops. And playing on a team like Indiana with not many big pieces, maybe he'd get some playing time, like starting minutes. If not, he'd definitely get some good playing time off the bench. He'd be coming off the bench behind Miles Turner and Thaddeus Young, who they have at the power forward, Al Jefferson. Like those 3 players, I think would still probably get more minutes than him. They'd probably end up starting Turner and Young. Maybe have Sabonis coming off the bench behind Thaddeus Young and Jefferson coming off the bench behind Turner. But yeah, we finished the season 47-34 after that horrific start up here. We actually managed to turn it around and get the 4th seed behind the Sixers, Raptors, and Cavs. We're going to check out our player stats. Miles Turner putting up 16 points, pulling down 7 rebounds, and getting 2.5 blocks, a steal a game. Sarge put up 13. Yeah, all the starters managed to get their 10 points. Redick almost with 10 off the bench. Assist game is not amazing, honestly. Our best assist is Beverly with only 5. And rebounding was Turner and Sarge all day. They both put up their rebounds. So yeah, we're gonna simulate this last game. We lost. We got the 4th seed in the East. Westbrook with MVP, almost a triple-double. Lonzo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin, Sixth Man. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player. Jaren Grant, Most Improved. And Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Pretty much the awards you see every time you play. We are the Pacers. We're probably not going to have anyone on any of these lists. Yeah, as I said. So first round we're playing the Wizards, and we are going to lose to them in Game 7, which is not terrible. I didn't expect us to make it far in this year, and the Wizards are actually almost made it to the finals, and the Rockets win the finals this year. James Harden with MVP. He was scoring 30 points a game, which is insane. Okay. Let's go to the league meetings, make sure they're not trying to put on any stupid shit like this. Draft lottery, we're not going to have a good pick. Let's just go to the rookie signing. Rookie signing, we got G. Allen. Shooting guard, 6'5", 3-point, lateral quickness, stamina. Not amazing. Yeah, his 3-point shot's very high. Yeah, but his... I just want to see his defense. Not great. He's got a decent block for a shooting guard, but yeah, we're probably not gonna sign him. We'll let him go there. So Patrick Beverley will bring back. Sarge will bring back. Wesley Matthews and Corey Joseph both accepted their their player deals. Al Jefferson we're gonna let walk. We're not paying him $10 million. Sabonis and Ike will bring back. Okay. Qualifying offers. Nick Stauskas will offer him that. Okay. We're going to look at our roster. We got the point guard situation sorted out. A shooting guard would be nice. A backup power forward's needed. And besides that, I think we'll be okay. So shooting guards, we're looking at Avery Bradley and Zach LaVine is the only other person. I'd be willing to sign Marcus Smart as well. But I'm going to try to see if I can get a Avery Bradley. I'm going to give him a good amount of money. I'm willing to give him... I'm going to see if I can go up to 30. If I can't, then I'll just give him whatever maximum I can. Yeah. So I'll be willing to give Avery Bradley that contract. Paul George, I'm not going to sign. Durant, I'm not going to sign because it's just not worth it. I'm going to sign Tony Allen just because it's Tony Allen. Need a backup power forward. I'm going to sign... I'm going to sign Amir Johnson. And let's see. Alright, we managed to get Avery Bradley, Tony Allen, and Amir Johnson. 3 players we've tried signing in that first year. So, I'm probably going to end up trading Wesley Matthews as soon as the regular season starts. Just because we just signed Bradley and Allen. We're going to both be playing the shooting guard. We need a backup small forward. I actually didn't need a power forward. But I'll see what I can get for TJ Leaf. He might have some decent trade value. Have Amir Johnson off the bench. But yeah, we need a small forward for the bench. Small forward off the bench. We could re-sign Glenn Robinson. And I might sign TJ Warren. He's restricted though. I'm going to sign Thabo Sefolosha just because he's got some good perimeter defense. Yeah, I'll bring those 2 players in. Okay, so let's look at the roster. We have 8, 9, 10, 10 players, plus we get the 5 off the 5 that I'm signing. That maxes out our players available. So we are going to just simulate all the way down to training camps, because we can't do anything else in free agency. So I'm going to see what I can get for TJ Leaf, and I'm also going to see what I can get for Wesley Matthews. Maybe I'll try to package them together, maybe throw in a first-round pick, see if I could bring in like a nice player that can come off the bench, or maybe even like a starting caliber player, trade somebody else away. See what I could do with that. We're just going to auto-generate rookies, because after the season we are done. Let's do our training camps. We're going to go with perimeter defense for... we don't need that, actually. We'll go with perimeter shooting. No, we don't need that really either. I'm going to go with big man defense for Dario Saric. And I'm going to go with rebounding for Miles Turner, who's up here. And I'll send the whole team to free throw. Okay, and we'll just advance to the next season. So I'm going to see what I can get for Wesley Matthews and TJ Leaf. I'm going to see if I could bring in something nice, like a nice player. Doesn't have to be amazing. It's just got to be decent. I might do this and get Seth Curry and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is he's an alright player. He didn't do very great last year, but his defense is, I'm pretty sure, decent. He's got some good rebounding. Yeah, he's got some good defense. So I'm gonna do this just because I can get Seth Curry also. Good perimeter shooter to come off the bench. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna see if Seth Curry actually goes up on rating if I make him a point guard. He does not. I'll keep him at the shooting guard then. I know for a fact Tony Allen goes up as small forward. And Glenn Robinson goes down at a shooting guard. But I'm gonna do it anyway, just so I can even out the shooting guard and small forwards. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up the coaching. I'm just gonna have the computer rebuild that quick. Tony Allen, you can get a good 20 minutes off the bench. Gilchrist, you're actually going to be getting 0 minutes because Curry's is next. Joseph, Johnson, and the 10th player is actually Sabonis. Gilchrist will be getting the 11th minute. Okay, now move them back around. Swap them up. Okay, it won't let me do that, but it's fine. Now, I kind of feel bad not giving Kidd-Gilchrist any minutes at all because he's just a dominant player for defense anyway. Not a very good scorer, but if I end up having some extra minutes to throw around, yeah, I want Avery Bradley to get a good amount of minutes. I'm going to give all them 30. 2 minutes is not worth giving to him. I'm going to throw him at Tony Allen. And we're just going to simulate. We'll simulate right down to the Detroit Pistons game at the very end of the season. And hopefully this season we can do some big things. But the way we're looking at it right now is not great. But, I mean, last season we started pretty bad. This season we're starting better than we did in the last season. Because, I mean, we were 2-10, I think, at the beginning of last season, which is terrible. We managed to still pull off 4th seed. So it's 7-4 right now. I feel like we might be able to get the 1st seed, if not 2nd, definitely. Raptors are managing to hold on that first seed. Who we actually rebuilt last video, if you didn't see that. We managed to rebuild the Raptors. You can check that out if you want. I've done 2 other rebuilds besides, well, 3 other rebuilds. The Raptors I did, which I just talked about. I also did the Phoenix Suns, and I did the Atlanta Hawks. So if you guys want to check those out, they're also on my channel. Yeah, as of right now, we're doing pretty good. 22-10 is not the worst. It's not the best because we could be doing 26-9 or like the Chicago Bulls. I'm surprised they're that high. They must have made a big free agent signing. I'm gonna assume they probably signed Kevin Durant. That's just a guess from me. They probably signed Kevin Durant, and I'm assuming they brought back Zach LaVine. So with just those 2 players, they're managing to get a nice record going. But yeah, we're staying sturdily in the 3rd position here. So we just keep losing like games we shouldn't be losing, like to the Grizzlies and the Clippers, like the Cavs, the Wolves, the Rockets, the Celtics. Like those are all games I can see this team losing to. But I can't see me losing to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Clippers. Timberwolves, yeah, they're like Sacramento Kings. Like I don't know. I don't know why I lost that game. Golden State's a game we should probably be losing. But yeah, as soon as we hit the playoffs, I'm hoping that my team will actually come together. We'll win Indiana their first championship, and we can win a just win the championship. Honestly, like losing to the Nets, like not really, and the Jazz, not really. Okay, the Raptors was reasonable. The Heat was not, because the Raptors are the 2nd seed, and the Grizzlies. I don't know who they signed, but they must have signed someone. I don't know why we're losing so many games right now, but not great. I'm hoping we can clinch a playoff spot at least, because right now we are losing a lot of games. And it looks like we might end up dropping down to the 4th seed at this rate, because we are not holding this spot very easily. We are losing a lot of games, and I don't like that. Although we've just won 3, but now we are losing again, and now we're... Alright, we're guaranteed 3rd seed in this. So, before we do that, let's check out the player stats. Miles Turner, 16. Bradley with 14. Sarge, 12. Beverly, 11. Seth Curry off the bench with 10. Our assist game, just like last season, not great. Patrick Beverly with 5. Rebounds, Miles Turner really went off on rebounding this season. But yeah, we're going to simulate this last game against the Pistons. We're going to lose, but we are guaranteed that 3rd spot. Russell Westbrook, again, MVP. Colin Sexton, Rookie of the Year. Michael Porter, 6th man. Draymond, Defensive Player. DeJounte Murray, I'm not really sure who that is, but Most Improved. And Dwayne Casey of the Raptors, Coach of the Year. So as the Pacers, we actually have no one here again, I'm assuming. Yep, I am correct. And we are playing the Brooklyn Nets in the 1st round. And we managed to sweep the Brooklyn Nets. And we beat them. Dario Saric, 16. Turner, 16. And Sabonis off the bench with 16. Seth Curry off the bench with 15. Bench came in strong that game. We're actually playing the 7th seed Cavaliers. They do have LeBron James still. And they actually drafted Michael Porter Jr. with that Nets pick that they have. and they just swept the fuck out of me. I'm not surprised with the team that they have because, I mean, Isaiah, LeBron, Love. I also traded them Oladipo, Tristan Thompson, Porter Jr. It's a stacked team. They're probably, oh, they're not going to win the championship because Chicago signed Paul George. That's who they ended up signing. And Rudy Gay. And they brought back Derrick Rose. That's shocking. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this rebuild. Honestly, I just have nothing to say about that. Thanks for watching, and see you later.